Today, I'll be talking to you about performance management. Performance management is a course that tests the application of certain principles in various decision-making scenarios in business. It basically involves analyzing financial and non-financial information to support management decisions. It also links costing, management accounting, and other quantitative methods to critical success factors and operational strategic objectives. This course is divided into 6 parts, and each part of this paper has different rates, which I'll be running you through. The first part is cost planning and control, which covers 20% of the syllabus. Budgeting and control also covers another 20% of the syllabus. Performance measurement and control covers 20% of the syllabus. Decision making covers 30%. Strategic performance measurement covers 5%, and performance and management system covers another 5% of the syllabus. Because this course is quite broad and has numerous calculations, students tend to develop a level of fear for this course, but you do not need to be one of them if you can apply the following steps. And the first advice I'll give is to start reading early, because I believe that this is one of the courses that if you had 6 months to prepare for it alone, you may still feel unprepared when you're going to the exam hall. So I advise you as much as you can to start reading as early as possible. Also, you need to pay attention to sessions that have higher weight. Although you could get lucky, but I would advise that before you go into the exam, ensure you have an understanding of the high weight parts of the syllabus, like even decision making that has the highest weight. I would advise you to pay serious attention to them. Also, after each topic, ensure that you solve as many questions as you can so that the principle can sink in. And when I'm saying solve questions, I'm saying don't look for the simple ones, look for the harder ones that can test many principles at once. That will help you more than just looking for the simple questions. Also, revise each topic at least thrice before the exams. And why I suggest 3 times is because I believe if you can look at a concept that long with keen interest and focus, you should be able to understand it and explain it significantly well wherever you're faced with that question. Also, do not ignore the theory aspects of this course, because even though people look at it as a calculation course, some questions could be solely theory, and that could just be the difference between you failing and passing. And maybe at times you may be running out of time, maybe you have 15 minutes left and you still have a very bulky calculation question, but you have the same time, and you know that if you know the theory question, you could finish it in that time. I think it could end up being the difference for you in the examination. Also, you cannot ignore past questions, and some individuals could take the time to analyze the past question trend, and I think that might help you for your preparation. Also, although it may not turn out positive every time, some experts in this field, some tutorial lecturers, might try to predict where the topics where questions can come out from for the diet. It worked for me during my time. Some of the topics they predicted came out, but like I said, it's not every time it's turn out positive, but you could pay attention to what they predict, and at least for those topics, ensure you know them well before going to the exam hall. Then when I wrote my exam, some examples from Dr. Omolenwa's textbook aided my preparations, but I majorly relied on my notes, past questions, and then the ICAN pack. Your own preference might be different. For my exam, I did attempt question 1 first. Some individuals might advise you to do 2 questions before attempting question 1. I myself attempted 3 questions before doing question 1. It just boils down to your level of confidence and your time management skills. I feel that if I started with question 1, I'll be much more tense and I'll be more prone to making mistakes for that question. So I also advise you not to start question 1. Look for a question that you find it much more easier to attempt, that will get your motivation high, make you get back into sync, and then ensure you have given enough time for your questions. Do not waste too much time on a question. As much as possible, when you're scheduling how much time you're going to spend, ensure that you give question 1 the larger chunk of your time, but also have enough time to be able to cross-check your work when you're done. And also apportion the time you are given based on the marks. You cannot spend the most time in the exam on the 15 marks questions when you have a 30-mark question, right? So as the marks are different, also try to apportion time based on that. But overall, ensure that you attempt all questions that are required and ensure you're going to the hall well prepared. So I believe with these few points, your odds of passing your performance management exams have significantly improved. Thank you so much for listening, and good luck in your ICAN journey.